When it comes to performing live, um, or performing period, I'm not only a DJ, but I'm also a show promoter. So I've got put on several shows in the Northern California area. And I just wanted to kind of break down for those people who never probably performed before or has performed and wanting to know what is the, what's the word I should say? I think it's good that artists get in contact with the promoter and if you can't get a hold of the DJ, at least get a hold of the promoter at first and say, hey, questions that you always wanted to know, you probably didn't even think about until you get there, like, will the microphones be wireless or corded? Because most of the time on underground shows, underground hip hop shows, it's going to be corded. There are some DJs who definitely do have wireless, and you want to make sure you notice, you find that out, because you may be really, really good in performing with a cord. But if you have a hype man, he's not as good as you. That's some information you need to know, because it's going to bring down your performance when you're on the show. You probably won't bring up your homie, damn, bro, you was stepping all over the court. Some people go through that, some people don't. But I think that's a good question you should ask the promoter or DJ, if you can ask when you're doing the show. Also, if you're an artist who can rap without your vocals in the background, make sure you go ahead and do that. I'll be honest with you, as far as a DJ and people who are listening in the back, who are watching you, that is the best way to perform as an underground artist, because we want to hear your vocals over your beat. We want to hear your vocals live. We're here to see you live. We want to hear your vocals live. You know what I'm saying? So to hear your music over, the track, yeah, it don't sound as good. Now I understand why some people do it. Like, I'll be honest. When I perform this, when I'm rapping and whatever, I performed with my vocals turned really, really low. You can still hear it, but you hear me over the microphone louder. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear me over the microphone way more than you would hear the vocals. If you believe that that's the way to do it, then that's the way to do it. Now, a lot of artists, they like to perform like, what do you call it? They like to perform with their vocals in the background, so they don't always remember their lyrics, and they need that music. They can hear it, so they can perform or sound like they know their words. There was a question I heard online. I think it was on a podcast, and they asked, would you watch an entire show if all the artists had their music in the background and it was kind of like a karaoke thing going on? You're basically rapping over your vocals. I can't really hate on artists who do that, because in the beginning, I did that. But I will tell you, the artist who, but for an artist who started to learn my lyrics and stuff like that, I lowered my vocals because I have more confidence in my own words and my own lyrics and when I perform the song. So I can't really hate on artists in the beginning, but I'm going to tell you the truth. As a promoter and a DJ, when I hear you rap over your vocals, I feel personally that you're not very good at performing this song, or you're more like an amateur performer. It feels that way. Now, some artists are like, man, I rap over my vocals and I get 100 people show up to my shows. That's cool. You got your people who support you. But when you want to perform and you want to, reach a level better and better and better, you want to kind of prove it to us. Can you do it without the vocals behind you? Because I know you're using the vocals as a crutch. So you can, in case you lose words, you know what the next word is, because it's kind of like you're following along. That's what it sounds like when you rap over your vocals. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is to take it as a net. Once you're ready to take it to the next step, look more professional to people out there who, when they hear you perform, you're telling me to come to my shows. Most of us are going to want to hear you over the music vocals. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear what you're saying. So if you can, when you get ready to perform at a show, if you have a producer who mixed the track or recorded you, got whatever studio, pay the extra money and go ahead and get the vocals lowered and make that a performance track. You know what I'm saying? It not only makes you sound more professional, look more professional to people working with you, like the DJs and the promoter. Okay, he's here to really perform. That's what we look at when we see an artist who lowers their vocals. How I feel when you rap over your vocals, I was like, okay, he came here to perform / vibe out with his music. That's how I feel like. If you're rapping over your vocals, and I've seen some artists who actually don't even know their songs. You know what I mean? The only thing they're rapping is their ad-libs. On the block, on top. And I've actually been to shows and see people at my shows do that. It's crazy. If I don't know the song at all, I'm not going to perform it. But that's just me personally, you know. There's people out there who really want to perform the song because the song is fire. And they don't really have it down performance-wise yet. I would say spend more time. If you really want to learn, play that song, personally, I feel that you should take the time to practice that song without the vocals. Now, there's some artists out there who don't want to pay a producer or a DJ to take their track and lower my vocals. Man, us DJs, we can take your vocals out of any song. Just let you guys know. Most DJs, guys and sound engineers, they know now with the software we have now, I can instantly take out the vocals of anybody's song. Anybody. During a show. So if you're performing your song and you go, hey man, just take the vocals out, I can hit a button or more level down and you'll have no vocals, just the beat. If you can do that, that shows real professionalism. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? You're doing your own hook and your verses and you memorize them. Of course, you might make a mistake once or twice. We all do. But if you can do that, then as far as a performer, we see you on another level as far as DJs, and when it comes to performing. And that's what I'm talking about here today. Giving you tips and tricks into not only look like a better performer when you have shows, but how do you sound to us hearing you do shows? You know what I'm saying? Now, I know everybody in here is not an artist. I just wanted to get this across because I'm pretty sure people who has been to a R&B show, hip hop show that was underground, or supporting your friend, and you went there and you probably did see a guy or a girl, whatever genre they're in, sing or rap over their vocals, and you kind of would wish that they can do that, without the vocals. Because it would sound better. As a DJ, we all know this. As DJs, we know this. As people in music, period. We know you sound better if we can hear your raw vocals over the tracks. Now, if you can even them out, that's cool too. If you can even them out, that's cool too. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and you got any questions? Ahead, comment. That's cool. You may agree with me, you don't agree with me. I'll just let you know on how to be a better performer as an underground artist in the eyes of a DJ and a promoter and people who are watching you perform.